give more content to track. Turns out I'm a liar, and I didn't really record anything other than the video we got with the GoPro and John's phone, and Alan's phone, and Alan's GoPro. So I kind of gave you guys a rundown when we got down to Thursday of the crap that went wrong on the ride down. We still haven't figured that out yet. We can only assume there was a ghost in the trailer. That's about all that makes sense. But anyways, Thursday we made 2 good hits. Friday we literally sat around and watched it rain, and all day watched, I think I watched Pulp Fiction, and ate, and we got to make our first hits on midnight on Friday, or you can call that early Saturday morning, depending on how particular you are. We tried to enter a streetcar class, but due to our doors, we could not enter since they're fiberglass, which is fine. There was a guy there that didn't have any interior who was allowed to enter, but he's cooler than us, so that worked out for him, I guess. But we still made 1 good hit, 2 good hits Thursday, 1 good hit Friday. We tried 1 more hit Friday night, and the track was not there at all, and just blew the tires off, backed up, and blew them off again. I used the fuel tank to lower the launch RPM, and just to try, it didn't make a difference, which I kind of figured. So, whatever. And then Saturday, made another test hit, and all week we were kind of chasing the 60, but we couldn't figure out why the 60 was off at the same tune. We were still running with a worse 60, we were still running within a few hundredths of our personal best, but nonetheless the 60 was definitely eating us up. And we tried a bunch of stuff, and we never really got back to it. We kind of got close. We got down to, what, 115? Or was it 114?
113.
So we went up 113, that was on Thursday. And then by Saturday, we were back in the 115 range again, which is still better than it was earlier on Friday. But I guess considering the ET the car was going with that 60, wasn't a big deal. But if you're wondering, you might hear fluid in the background. It's methanol pouring out the rails. So I noticed during one of the runs that the burnout was backing up. Car came down to was idling at 1800 RPMs or so in gear. So they tried to flare to about 22 or something out of gear in neutral. And Jesus Christ. And we came back that night and spent like 30 minutes looking for a vacuum leak and couldn't find one on the track. We really didn't have the stuff to do it. So tonight, John fixed the limiters. We ended up using a chain to fix the one side, which works fine for a lot of guys. It just doesn't have that quick adjustability. It's nice to be in the lanes watching guys go down and back man and make an adjustment. Or sometimes you pull the pins out of limiters and you tear the struts apart. So that happens sometimes too. But we got the limiters fixed again. Thankfully, John had a Heim here off of an old anti-roll bar that he used to have, so we didn't have to order one. But anyways, had to make a boost leak checker. I spent like 30 minutes trying to use some crap that wouldn't work, and finally we had these LPS Fab Alpha Lock connectors. This one came off the other intercooler, the air to water that was destroyed in the wreck. So I just basically cut this off the intercooler right here, and then cleaned it up and welded a piece of scrap aluminum to it and bead rolled it. And that way we could just fill it with the throttle body and pressurize it and not worry about blowing it off and killing us. Did that and sprayed the thing down with some soapy water and realized the top half is leaking. With these high rims and the way the bolts go through the bottom, especially in the back, you really can't get to them. But then you add the fact that you have another rail there, and the manifold's got to come off. So John and I are getting that off now, and then we'll get that get that resealed and whatnot. When we take the top off, let's set the panel back on top of the heads and see if we can see that gap they talk about. But and back to the race. And if you watch these videos for a while, you'll notice I'm really scatterbrained and say a lot of things out of order. But we hung around again all day Saturday, made 2 hits. We were feeling good about it. and they were running pretty far behind, which seems to be par for the course. And right when we were the next to last class out of 6 classes, they were calling the first 2 classes up, and it started raining, and then it went from raining to pouring, and that was it for the event. So didn't get to run the actual event. We did get the test and did get to hang out the track for a couple days, and you know, to me that's a pretty fun vacation. I got to watch a few Quentin Tarantino movies and Wolf of Wall Street, so I guess it could be worse. Anyways, yeah, so now we're back here, found the vacuum leak that we were having, and working on that. And we have another race this weekend at Wilkesboro Dragway. It's a streetcar, Carolina No Time Streetcar. I don't know, there's so many different names for all this crap, I can't keep it together. But it's at Wilkesboro, and it should be a good event. And I haven't been on the track in a long time, but I know they repaved it, and hopefully they got it working pretty well. I guess if not, we'll have to adapt or spin and lose, so that's also very possible as well. Those one-runners at 11 o'clock on Tuesday night. And this is what you do when you gotta work all day, working your stuff in the evenings. Usually probably fix something like this on a Saturday, but since we want to race on Saturday, that's not an option. You've got the center injectors again.
No, on the bottom of the cover sheet, you have to express it.
So this thing should be good to go for Saturday. We'll probably crank it up Saturday morning. Hope we don't have any surprise vacuum leaks. And take it from there. It's about 12:30 now. So had to stay a bit later than anticipated, but now I won't be thinking about that vacuum leak a lot. Especially whenever I do the burnout in this island at 2200 RPMs afterwards. Yeah, this is what. Hey guys, so the streetcar race at Wilkesboro got canceled due to weather. Although it doesn't look that bad now, but you know, this is the risk the promoters take, and it could still get bad later today. I really don't know. I got some time this morning before I got to go to another track to test with another customer, but what I'm doing here, and I'll turn the camera around, is modifying our surge tank. Actually making another one. You may remember another video, we modified it to clear the tire, and I still think it's too close. We're seeing some mild rubbing on one of the fittings, and you know, the last thing we want to do is get to the track one day and either A, have that tear, or B, you know, just have it ruin a day of racing. So, let me show you here. You can see our surge tank now. This big old chunk right here is what I had cut out last time, and to give us more clearance. And it definitely worked, but you know, I don't know if it's whenever the car's coming down on decel with the shootout and the front end comes down, but we're getting some fitting on the main fitting that comes from the cell in the back. The reason we run a cell also is because of streetcar stuff, and with the mechanical pump, you know, we feed it off of here. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take just some 4-inch aluminum, and that should give us about a capacity based off our size of a little, maybe close to 7/10 of a gallon to be exact. And based off my math, we use right now maybe 4/10 of a gallon during the pass. But we also have a constant supply of fuel from the 044 pump in the back, and and then not to mention what comes back off the actual regulator. So turn it around again. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I got about maybe 20 minutes here to get a little bit of progress made on that. So I'm not gonna set the camera up right now because I don't have time, but I'm gonna get to grinding on that, and I'll update a little bit along the way. I doubt I'll get it done today, but if I don't get it done today, maybe I'll finish up Tuesday. I spoke to you Saturday where I had started on a new surge tank. Went to the track with a customer, got rained out before we really got started, so ended up coming back and getting it knocked out. Should have got a video of it when we were done, but of course we were very pressed for time to get out of here because it was Saturday. But nonetheless, it's in there. We got a lot more clearance now with the tire, and I think it's going to work out a lot better this time. Sorry, the video sucks. I can't really see the screen. Let me move it here. But anyways, so another thing that's about to change, I got a good deal the other day on a used Gen 1 Pro Mod 94, and me being me, I hopped on it. So we're about to start the teardown. The parts show up, and we can get the ball rolling on this thing. You know, what we have is running good for what it is, but it's not fast enough. And you know, hopefully we don't break the block right away or lift the heads or whatever else, but I guess we'll find out. So I'm gonna try to get this thing torn down, and hopefully update you guys with some more videos next week of the new turbo on that. Hey guys, we're here at Streetcar Takeover Bristol. We weren't supposed to be here, but we went to the track with a customer's vehicle last night, a truck actually, and it broke the axle, and he needed to upgrade. These upgraded axles anyways, and to do that he got to do a spool as well. So he just had to order new parts, or upgrade a spool I should say. So anyways, we're up here. Alan decided to come out here instead, so we get to hang out in the RV again. So John lowered the car a little bit in the front since we did the different surge tank and got a little more clearance. If you look in here, you'll notice that the 76 is still on. Now why is the 76 still on? Why is the 76 still on? Because the manufacturer did not ship the turbine housing immediately after it was ordered. In fact, they shipped about 4 days after. So it'll probably be here Monday, I'm imagining. But we did get some work done today on the intercore piping for the 94, hoping it would show up, and finally we got some answers of whether it'd be here or not, and of course it's not. So anyways, but we're here with it. See what we can do with the 76. We're not going to test tonight because you know, we know about what the car does anyways, and we're saving it for the for tomorrow. With how hard we're leaning on the block, you can imagine we're getting a little paranoid. I feel like it's a little rougher on things too, with that 76 being pushed so hard. The bigger turbo would definitely take some stress off of things. Anyways, you can actually tell, kind of, there's a decent amount of cars out tonight. We're out here in the back, which is fine with us. So there's still plenty of parking, and we'll have a good spot for tomorrow as well, and we don't have to worry about moving. But anyways, guys, I'll try to report back later. Saturday here at Streetcar Takeover Bristol at Thunder Valley Raceway. We're all teched in, paid up. Now we've just got the waiting game since we're not doing roll racing. Probably be another, I'd imagine, 5.5 hours before we get to make a test hit. So we'll see how it does. Say the track can be finicky here, but you know, hopefully we'll be smart and race the track and not try to get stupid with it. But anyways, turnout's getting pretty good. I'm pretty far in the back, so if I was further up, you can see it's a little more crowded. Not quite like Charlotte last year at ZMAX, but nonetheless, I think it'll be a good turnout. I think there's a lot of good small tire stuff here, so I'm excited to see if we have a good class turnout, and you know, hopefully the car will do well. It's gonna be some fast competition for sure, but you know, that's what makes it fun. If you just go out and club seals, you win, but it's not the same as a close race and competitive. So hopefully the sun's not killing you guys too bad. I promise I'm trying to get better at this. But I'll check in with you guys again in a couple hours. Hey guys, this made our first pass, test pass, first pass of the day, probably about 5:30. It was pretty sketch, track kind of sucked, but hopefully it'll come around some. Still got some data. Car's still 60 footed even though it's soft, so that tells me that it should do decent if we can make it work the rest of the track. There's some stiff competition here today in the 28-inch small tire class, but hopefully we do well. It's not going to be a gimme by any means. Hey guys, so we finally got to run round one, and we won, so it's awesome. It was pure luck. The other guy broke an axle, I believe, and I tire shook real bad, and it killed the battery switch. So you can imagine my excitement as I rolled through the beams with that and seeing the light come on. I never heard him coming, so I was like, "Are you serious?" And but that was cool. Anyways, hopefully this next pass we won't tire shake. Tire shook because I hit the traction control, because we're still trying to figure this track out. And admittedly, you know, we're not primo when it comes to making it work on a bad track as it should. So we're learning. But that's the next update. Ideally, I'll update you again in the next hour or so with hopefully another win. But as I said earlier, a lot of fast guys in this class, so we'll have to see how she goes. Hey guys, I'm just giving you another update from Streetcar Takeover Bristol. I think the last update I gave you was after the first round where we won, but the car had tire shook and cut the power off. Thankfully the guy beside us, he had other issues. He broke an axle, and I guess he couldn't really accelerate hard to zoom past us. Otherwise, we were a sitting duck there. Next round, we drew, I believe, a nitrous car, and it definitely wasn't built like our setup. So, we got a pretty good win there, and on top of that, we made an actual clean hit and a pretty fast pass considering what we had been going with. Ended up having Tony Phillips in his Supra in the quarterfinals. Let me kick it back on the semifinals. In the quarterfinals, the nitrous car we went against, up top we had dropped fuel pressure. I'm assuming the surge tank that we just changed sucked dry, and anyways, we did that. It caused coolant pressure to spike, so it definitely compromised the head gasket. What I did was I used the fuel tech and I set up a timing modifier, so after 4.2 seconds it pulled 2 degrees out. Well, we lost exactly 2 miles per hour, and we lost by, I'd probably say, right around half a car right before the stripe. You'll be able to see it in the picture here in a second. So that was I've been kicking myself in the ass ever since that, because the head gasket was already
already hurt or whatever, and I should just let her eat. But it is what it is. The car still drove on the trailer, still drove in the shop fine. So now I'll just check it over before we get going here in the next couple hours at the shop. But overall, it was a good event. I'm glad we went out there with the small turbo still and did well. I made it, Then another thing that makes it suck is the finals got rained out. So if we would have won in the semifinals, we would have at least got to split the pot. So, it would have been $1,800. But, we'll get more chances. So anyways, don't have a lot of battery life left. So I want to get this car apart though, and I'll update you guys with the findings of the compression check. We definitely got to pull the heads off. I'm just trying to make sure there's nothing deeper than that. And then we'll go from there. Back in a bit.